what Andy made me do. Look 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 what Andy made me do. You see what I'm saying?
I do.
It's just you can plug anything into it. That is the brilliance.
That's the brilliance.
That is the brilliance of T.
writing.
Swift. You know what I mean? It's like a Mad Libs, but without
with Andy.
With Andy.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
I heard that every Taylor Swift song ever was written about Andy.
I'm pretty sure everyone has an Andy in their life.
Everyone does have an Andy.
You know what I mean? Hey, you out there watching right now live on twitch.tv/kindoffunnygames. You got a friend named Andy? And not our Andy, that doesn't count, because he's our friend, and you can't have him.
Can't have him.
I bet you do have a friend named Andy. What I want you to do is take this show when it's live on YouTube later today, and you send your buddy Andy the link. And you say they were talking about you, and they were looking through the camera at you, like you're a piece of meat, son.
And if he goes by Andrew, tell him to fuck off.
Yeah,
we're not talking about
no, this is not.
We don't fuck with Andrews on this show.
This is the thing. We're not prim and proper like you're fucking Andrew out there, okay?
Excuse me, Sir Andrew. No, get the fuck out of here.
Hello, Lord Andrew. The servants are here to see you.
Yeah,
okay?
no.
They're waiting in the. They're waiting in the chamber, whatever the.
What's wrong with you, Kevin?
What do you mean?
How was your day yesterday?
It was great. The day was phenomenal, guys. Phenomenal. It
Fun,
was crazy.
phenomenal.
You look like you had a great day.
Circus, a lot cooler than Nick has said.
Really?
A lot cooler. At one point, he tells Nick to fuck off properly.
Really? Oh, I can't wait to see this.
Does he do with his cool
not
accent?
100%.
With his fucking perfect cool accent?
Did he have the balls
He
all
sounds
over
so
him?
cool. He sounds
Amanda Circus.
when he's not doing
Fuck you,
Gollum
Nick.
voice or King Kong voice, he sounds like an amazing human being.
Okay.
I don't like
Fantastic
that
voice.
you spent an hour with Andy Serkis and you like him already more than me. I can see in your eyes you like him better than me.
I didn't say that, but I definitely felt it.
There was a strong implication
Yeah.
through your words and
Yeah.
your verbal language, your nonverbal language.
He just does so much, and we were like, "Oh, so what are you up to?" He's like, "I'm flying to England, for like a week
Right
off."
now?
Yeah.
But we're talking to you.
Yeah.
It's like, yes.
Yeah, because
It was one of those. It was one of those
in
Iron
my
Man things
brain.
where I was just a robot.
Yeah.
He just did pull a Rex from Invincible, and he's like, he's talking to you, but there's robots
There's just
everywhere
shit
that
going
are just
on.
flying around, fucking doing thy bidding. Oh, ladies and gentlemen, this is the kind of fight. What?
Oh, sorry.
That's okay. Let me do a spiel, and then we'll go. I want to go into your day. I want to talk about you guys. You guys had a fun day yesterday. You saw
Fun day
the
with
laser
Kev,
team.
Kev.
We'll get to that. It's kind of funny morning show. Each and every day we come to you 11 a.m. Pacific Standard Time with the nerdy news you need to know. We talk about our lives, our days, what's going on with Kind of Funny, what's going on in your lives. If you want to be here live. You can be in the Twitch chat, which is cool. You can be a subscriber to us, which gets you all sorts of cool shit. That's no worries if you can't do this live, because I know people have lives. We put this on YouTube. We put this on podcast services. Go there, like, subscribe, share, all that jazz. If you're watching on YouTube and you're not subscribed to us, you're missing out. Every once in a while, we randomly drop stuff because we're bad at planning stuff.
Damn.
I know. It's truth, though. The truth hurts.
Do you see this in the chat?
What happened?
We got Martine Green saying, thoughts on Weird Al Yankovic?
Oh, no.
Now here's the thing. In like last year, if someone in the chat said that, it'd be like, I wonder what the fuck, did he drop a new album? But in 2017, that could only mean one thing.
No, Kevin, can you look that up?
I'm looking it up, but I'm not seeing. Wasn't he gonna drop a new album? Am I wrong about that?
Or maybe people just want to know what we think of Weird Al Yankovic.
Yeah, what's up? What's happening to him? I don't know.
Knowing nothing about any news that dropped today, he's okay in my book.
He's an okay guy. For now.
What did he do? Fucking
I'm not seeing anything.
Let's link us in the chat, folks.
It's a lot of no's. A lot of people saying he died.
Who, did he die? That's okay if he died, I guess. You're allowed to
Martine
die.
Green, guys, nothing happened. I'm just a fan.
Oh, thank God. Thank God. You guys, you can't do this to us.
Oh my God, no. The cleanse, guys. The cleanse.
Knowing everything about Weird Al Yankovic, that up until this point, that he's so far a stand-up guy, yes, we love Weird Al. Weird Al's hilarious. Weird Al defined a moment in my time when he made VHS. Remember that? Remember that show? VHF. That's what it was. Remember that movie?
I don't think I.
It was a movie. It was just it was like all Weird Al just parodying everything. It was awesome.
I'm a big Weird Al guy.
UHF. That's what it was called, I think. Hold on, I gotta look that up. Quick couple housekeeping things. And then,
right.
What is it?
I said VHF sounds right.
No, I think it was UHF. I want to say that. Hold on. Look it up for me, would you, Kev? Housekeeping things real quick. We got. What's that?
UHF.
It was UHF.
I'm sorry.
Coming up, that's okay. Coming up on the show, Deadpool 2 teaser, Cards Against Humanity Saves the World, and apparently Get Out's a comedy.
Get
I don't know
Out's
if
a
you heard this
comedy.
or not.
I mean, hey.
God bless the goddamn Golden Globes. And then I'm going to be taking off, and Tim and Greg, the comic fanatics, are going to go into Green Valley.
The return.
Max Landis' Green Valley.
Comic Wednesdays.
Required reading. I don't like that we call it required reading, and here's why. Because in my brain it sounds like homework, and I fucking hated homework.
It feels like
is
homework
homework.
sometimes.
I don't like it.
Yeah.
No,
we got to come up with a better name.
We
for
tell people do your homework.
I don't like it.
I know, but it is.
We need to join the club.
Join the club.
Join the Comic Club. Hey, everyone.
Comic Club.
Welcome to the first ever edition of the Comic Club. I'm your host, Nick Scarpino. With me today is Tim Gettys. We're going to be talking about Max Landis' Green Valley.
Green Valley.
Green Valley finds a way. Before we get into the news and Kevin's shenanigans, this episode of the Kinda Funny Morning Show is brought to you by kindafunny.com/store, where you can get the Games Daily tee, the Party Mode tee, socks. You can get Trevor. You can actually buy Trevor.
You can get Trevor.
It's crazy. And then, of course, you can get the cool Silly Pint, which stands for Silicon Pint of Party Mode, which is really cool. And I hope they ship us some. We should ask them for some because I want one. I want to be drinking out of one constantly.
I get it.
Love
Look
that
at
logo.
it. It looks so squishy.
Oh, it's squishy like that? Man, that makes me think of something else, doesn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
It really does.
And hey, you know what, Nick? With a little lube, anything's possible.
I'm not that wide. I'm not that adept.
That's what squeezing is for. That's why
I appreciate
it's
that.
slipping it, right?
Let's move
Good.
on.
It is
a slip in it.
You got to slip in it. Next thing. Total bad sequitur from that one. Congratulations to Andrea Renee. She has been nominated for Trending Gamer of the Year for the 2017 Game Awards, which are coming up when? When are those actually?
December
Is it December?
4th.
So what we need everyone to do is
this year.
It's probably
Yeah.
around that time, right?
And she is.
What we need everyone
What a
to
good
do.
pause, Kevin.
Good job, Kev. Is go vote for Andrea. She is a part of our community. She is one of our esteemed colleagues. She's a stand-up human being, and she knows more about games than I know about anything.
That is true.
That is 100% provable.
100%.
That is 100% provable. So everyone be cool, tell a friend, rally the troops. Let's go get her this award.
Let's win it.
Let's win it. We're
You
in
know,
it.
vote.
We are in it to win it. Who are these rest of people? I've never even heard of some of these people.
That's
right?
how awards work.
That's how awards work, right?
That's how awards work.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know how anything works. So
I don't know how
really know how that
anything
works.
works.
Cooking with Greg Leftovers on Patreon. We've beat you over the head with that, but please go to patreon.com/kindafunny and support us at the $1 above level for early access and stuff. PSX community events. Schedule us up on Kinda Funny Facebook group, Reddit forums, yada yada yada, all that jazz, including a meetup in San Diego for Polite Provisions. They're having a Christmas party with a White Elephant gift exchange. That sounds like fun. So there it is. Kev. Run us through yesterday, man. How was your day? You guys had a non-stop funathon yesterday.
It was really
Non-stop
cool.
fuck fest.
No, that's
You had the
seems
FF.
That seems like a little,
Fuck fest.
No.
Fuck fest.
Get it.
That's not how it works.
Here's Kevin. Here's someone behind him. Just
Fucking fest.
get in that.
Fuck
No,
fest.
so we flew over at like super early flight. I want to say it was like 8 a.m., which is just insane in my book.
Yeah, when Tim and I went to LA to do that commercial last week, we were booking flights together, and I was like, we should probably fly in like 5 hours early just in case. And Tim just went like this. No.
That's not how I roll.
Now getting there, strong call.
Yeah.
Coming back, fucked us.
Fucked us pretty
Fucked
bad.
us big
What
time.
happened to you guys
bad.
coming back?
We got delayed 2
delayed.
hours because San Francisco is San Francisco, and it's always
Yeah.
stupid foggy, and they're doing runway work.
Yep.
It sucks.
No, but it was awesome. So we get there, land, and Greg has to get he got a rental car because we were driving around, and it was the funniest experience. He walks in and someone's like, "Oh, use that side," and there are a bunch of payphones with screens on them, and he picks it up, and it's like a Skype call with someone, and right across the aisle there was real people.
America.
America.
Welcome to our country, ladies and gentlemen,
So
where we
that's
farm everything outside.
That took like 15 to 20 minutes.
Dude, I went in once. I don't have the best when it comes to, I'm not the best when it comes to keeping my cool with people.
It's true.
I walked into I forget what it was, a Hertz or a National or one of these places, and I was like, hey, I need to get a car. And they were like, well, did you book one online? And I was like, no. And they're like, well, I need you to book one online. We can't actually do bookings here.
Oh, God.
I hate people.
And I'm like, but you could.
But you could.
But you could, right?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, yeah, but I can't.
Yeah.
So I had to literally take one step to the left, go on my phone, my tiny little
fucking phone.
My phone that's just, it's really meant for children, this phone, because the hands,
got the small
it's meant for
hands.
small
They have
fingers that
small
can manipulate
hands.
small buttons. So I booked the car, came back, literally stepped right back in and said, okay, my booking's there. And the person went, yes, I see it now.
Anywho,
What happened?
Remember yesterday
ladies and
when we were at
gentlemen?
Starbucks?
the
and you had
story
to go
gets
to the
really
bathroom?
good.
Yeah.
You guys are missing out on the amazing part that happened 2 seconds later.
What happened, Kevin?
We went to. I don't like when you say it like that. All right,
do it again. Ask him what happened again.
What happened, Kevin?
There
I
it is.
hate you. I hate you.
Nah, I nailed it. Kevin, what happened? Kevin!
Kevin, what happened?
What happened?
You're gonna really like this part.
Okay, tell us. Let's go.
I don't want to anymore.
No, I want to hear it.
No.
Then we went to the Andy
He just
Circus
jerks you
Hotel.
off, but he doesn't fucking finish.
He doesn't finish.
Andy
he just
Circus
walks away.
Hotel. We walk in. We're an hour early, so it's like, what are we gonna do? Let's go to the little restaurant they have there and eat something. And like we walk in, I sit down, and I have my back to this group, and I was like, "You guys notice the guy behind me looks like he could be Gerard Butler's like older brother? Like he looks like an old."
And it was Gerard Butler?
It was in fact Gerard Butler.
He is aged.
Did you tell him that we do a Geostorm podcast every week?
I fucked up.
Oh my God.
And
Dude,
then
you could have
some
gotten us a
people-
quote from Gerard Butler for the Geostorm podcast.
And then some people came that like Jen got super excited.
Some
and
people came.
It was Di Archwood or something like that. I don't know.
Di Antwoord?
What?
Really?
Yeah. They were just there.
The crazy South African band?
Yeah.
Di Antwoord was there?
Yeah.
You don't know that? Remember, we spent a whole 3 hours watching the videos.
What video?
Dude, that's the
In
answer,
the
brother.
room. The
Dude.
same day we watched MILF Money.
Beat boy. Hey, DJ High Tech, drop your
Drop that
motherfucking beat
shit.
now. Drop your motherfucking beat now.
So they were right there. And then we went into the lobby and we were talking to the PR guy and he's like, "Yeah, you guys just missed Jason Momoa."
Damn, dude, what the fuck was this event you were
Yeah.
at?
I mean, it wasn't. People would. I don't know, man.
What hotel?
And then
I love LA
2
so
seconds
much.
later, we're just chilling there. Olivia
And
Wilde fucking walks by.
Oh, yeah, she did.
You're kidding me.
No, I'm totally serious.
You saw
It was-
Olivia Wilde yesterday?
Yeah, she just fucking walked by.
That's crazy.
That's wild.
It's wild.
That's wild on
And then
you.
we went upstairs and talked to Andy
Wild
Circus
Whitney.
for an hour.
That's so cool that you guys did that.
I think it was like 45 minutes. But still,
that's
holy
great.
shit.
It's great that they're PR, but like Andy, he's getting so big that I guarantee a year from now you're not gonna be able to get 45 minutes his time. He's too big time now. That's one of my criticisms of him. You know, like he got too big too fast. You know, now he's not gonna make time for us, his boys. You know, we used to call ourselves the circus when we used to hang out with Andy. You know, we'd be partying all night with Andy, calling ourselves, "Yo, we're the circus gang." Now we're the Doppler
Circus.
gang.
So we tried our hardest to find the Hollywood sign. Like, we tried
You
to
found it. I saw you
Hollywood
take a picture
sign?
of it.
Yeah, but I mean, I think we were trying to hike to it or something.
No,
I
you
don't
can't.
know.
Well, you can't get near it
Stupid. What do
anymore
you
because
think it
people
is?
keep doing
Friends
stupid
with
shit to it.
benefits?
Let me ask you this question. Did yesterday turn you off from potentially living in LA one day, or are you like 100%
Dude, the
in?
traffic. Like I've always, not always, but like more recently, I've been like, yeah, if that's what we were gonna do, like cool.
I had a moment where
But-
I went from Santa Monica to Burbank at 5 o'clock on a Wednesday last week
And you were just
because I had to go run an errand, and I came back,
The traffic's
and
so bad.
it took me 37 minutes to get out there, 2.5 hours to get back.
Why not?
Fuck.
And I wanted to
City of
just
dreams.
take my laptop,
City
which
of
is in my
angels.
backpack, and slam it into my fucking face
The
until someone
traffic
woke me
is
up and I was done with the
horrendous.
traffic. It's terrible.
I mean, at all points, everything is 45 minutes away. At one point, something said it was 20 minutes away. We got so excited.
Dude,
So excited.
this is my new thing. This is my new joke where I'm like, things are like you want a comparison that takes forever to LA traffic. Like when I was in LA traffic, it said I was 15 minutes away from my destination for 2.5 hours. I'm like, no matter how close I get, I'm always fucking 15 minutes
Time,
away from
man.
this stupid thing.
What is it?
Time is relevant, relative,
is.
not
Relative.
relevant. It also is relevant. It's very relevant as well. And then you saw Laser Team 2, right?
Well, before that, we went to DC Comics.
How was that?
Holy shit.
I saw you guys with your lanterns. That's cute.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it
cute
was
little lanterns.
incredible.
Did they let you keep those lanterns on the plane? Stay on the plane?
No,
No.
That'd
they
be
didn't
cool.
give us
They're weapons,
lanterns.
Nick.
They're not weapons. They're tools for
They'd be
protection,
used
sir.
as weapons, though.
They're tools to protect the universe. I'm
So
the
are hammers.
guardian of this sector of the galaxy.
They have this like vault where they keep comics,
Yeah.
like famous comics.
You smell it? You smell the wall?
Oh, it smelled beautiful.
Yeah.
It had that newspaper smell that is just so
I
special.
don't fuck with newspaper smells.
I love it.
Really?
Yeah, I like bookstores. I
do
like the
it.
way books smell.
I don't like
But more
touching
importantly,
newspapers.
it had Frieza's gun, Arnold Schwarzenegger's gun.
What killed the dinosaurs? The Ice Age. It's
Yeah,
stupid.
I thought you'd like that.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool. And then you saw Laser Team 2?
Yeah.
Cool.
We ran out and then got in traffic.
Yeah.
Took
LA.
too long.
Natch.
How is Geostarring rolling it? Is it gonna, like when we do the first episode of the Geostorm podcast, what's the review gonna be?
I'm gonna be honest, Gia. She didn't nail it.
Oh, that's
First review. Ooh.
First review of
scathing.
Of Gia's penultimate performance. No, that's not the wrong
Penultimate.
word. No. So it was a breakout performance.
Breakout. Debut.
Or Gia's breakout debut.
You said second to last.
I was watching.
She still got one more.
Man, I was watching a movie called Johnny Be Good the other night, and it was I didn't realize this because I'd seen it when I was young. I had no fucking idea. I watched the whole thing again. I was like, wow, not a great movie. But it was introducing Uma Thurman. That was like her first role. I was like, that's wild.
Her penultimate performance.
No, the penultimate performance. Tim?
The one before her last.
I keep using penultimate because I think it sounds like ultimate.
It does.
But it's not ultimate.
It's one of those words they made wrong.
Yeah.
Penultimate should be, this is the ultimate experience.
Almost the ultimate experience.
Not below.
Yeah. Tim.
Mm-hmm.
I know you guys are clamoring to get into the comic books. Let's
We
get
are.
into a couple news stories real quick, and then we'll get after it. This first one's not a news story. It's just a fun teaser for Deadpool 2. They're back at it. The Deadpool game's
again.
back
Wet
at
on
it.
wet.
Have you watched this yet?
No.
Welcome back. I'm glad you could join me today. Let's just dive right in and run all the colors across the screen that you'll need to paint along with me. I have my regular old canvas here, wet and ready to go. Now, let's grab our trusty 2-inch brush here. Whack that off real good. Just beat it like it owes you money. We're gonna get a little dab.
We're gonna watch all of it.
Just this first part.
We're gonna mix that with just another little dab of our Betty White. Now, let's just dance in a happy little sky. Now remember, this is your world. You get to make and break the rules here.
All right, go watch this. This is fun.
That was good.
We're all excited.
Good.
There's more
I liked
shenanigans
that.
like this later. We're all excited for Deadpool 2. Who's not?
True.
Who could you? How could you not be? This next news story is kind of news of the weird and wacky. God bless him for this.
News of the weird and wacky.
Hold on, make sure this is an autoplay on my stupid site. This comes from a small site called CNN.com. It says, Cards Against Humanity, an irreverent card game company known for its attention-seeking pranks, says it bought land on the U.S.-Mexican border to block President Trump from building his wall. The Chicago company said on its website that this was part of a holiday promotion for which customers could contribute to the wall blocking project with $15 purchases for surprise gift packages. On Wednesday morning, just a few hours after the launch of the program on Tuesday, Cards Against Humanity said it was sold out. Quote, Donald Trump is a preposterous golem who is afraid of Mexicans, said Cards Against Humanity on its website. Quote, he is so afraid that he wants to build a wall, a $20 billion wall that everyone knows will accomplish nothing. So we've purchased a plot of vacant land on the border and retained a law firm specializing in eminent domain to make it as time-consuming and expensive as possible for the wall to get built. Cards Against Humanity said that contributing to the land purchase and its legal defense was the first of 6 days of gifts that customers would be receiving in December on day 1. All Cards Against Humanity Saves America recipients will get an illustrated map of the land, a certificate of our promise to fight the wall, some new cards, and a few other surprises. There's lots of surprises, apparently. Customers who wanted to join in had to complete a survey that included personal questions and the query, quote, who did you vote for in the 2016 election?
Cards Against Humanity, an irreverent card company known for its attention-seeking pranks?
I guess.
Really?
I didn't know that.
They did pranks.
It's not what I thought they were known for. They're known for...
Do they?
Every holiday you do. Remember
They do
when they
something.
dug a hole?
No.
What? They dug a
Remember
hole?
when they dug a hole? Be careful, Nick. We got some badasses
I mean,
over
to
here.
be fair, if you just went around digging holes and I didn't expect there to be a hole in the kitchen, I fell right through, that's on me.
Remember the movie
That's just
Holes?
a good prank.
With Shia LaBeouf?
I never saw it.
It was
Great
his
movie.
penultimate performance.
Great.
It was the
movie.
penultimate performance. Let's make penultimate mean something opposite of penultimate, like literally.
We
yeah.
took literally back.
We're taking
And we're
back.
like-
It's back.
Let's do penultimate.
You're different now.
This is ridiculous.
This is ridiculous. Ridiculous.
It's done in humor, obviously, but not. I mean,
But not.
they're clearly, like if you go to I was talking to Greg earlier this morning, and he said that on their FAQs, they had a few choice things to say about people who were asking them why they got political. Let me see if I hey Kev, can you pull that up? Can you pull up their FAQ page on Cards Against Humanity?
I'll
read
try
through some
my
of that
best.
stuff. Interesting.
Yeah.
I don't really have an opinion on this, other than I feel like it's probably just. I mean, it's an interesting statement and probably a waste of time, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
The government wants
That's
that
life,
land. They're
though,
going to
you
just
know?
take it back. That's what's going to happen. But
This is just, it's like a Twitter post, but in real life, and it costs a lot of money.
it does cost a lot of money. The good news is they probably made a lot of money from it.
It's true.
Let's. Where does it? Google. Where did it say politics or political? Was this not in the? Was it in the FAQ for something else, Greg?
Sorry.
Was it?
It's the Save America. It's
it's in the Save
It.
It.
Cards
Yeah.
Against Humanity Save America edition FAQ.
Yeah, there you go.
Save
Thanks,
America.
cool. So they had some. They clearly have an interesting sense of humor,
Have you
which
really
I like.
not caught any of their pranks?
I have never seen any of their pranks before in my life.
And I mean pranks being
Just shit like this?
literal use. Yeah, like attention grabbing. We're gonna do something goofy on this. Like,
Well, it's interesting because this hits on two levels, right? Obviously, A, it's attention grabbing. It got written up on CNN and the Washington Post.
Right.
And they sold out of this particular card set, which is at the $15 level.
As you expect.
And I'm sure the land probably, I don't know how much the land across the
I think
Mexican
it was
border
like-
costs, but it can't be more than in the
I
tens
hear
of
they're just giving
thousands of
them away these
dollars.
days.
in 2015, I think it was, they on Black Friday had a Black Friday sale where you went there and you couldn't buy the product. You could just give them $5. Just be like, hey, Black Friday's stupid. Stupid thing to do. You
And
wanna
people
waste
finally
your
did
money,
it.
give us- Oh yeah, tons of
Yeah.
people did. And then they did a one where they dig a hole. They got a backhoe and they live streamed digging a hole. And based on the money people gave them, they
just dig a bigger hole?
Dug the hole deeper. Yeah,
That's awesome.
Here you go. You said you weren't going to do one of these complicated holiday promotions again. We're liars, just like the president. I don't like that you're getting political. Why don't you just stick to card games? Why don't you stick to seeing how many Hot Wheels cars you can fit up your asshole?
They can't
This
see
is what
you.
they do.
Just a heads up for you.
What wrong?
They can hear.
Oh, okay. I said they can't
hear
see
me?
you.
Oh, I don't need to be seen.
Okay, great.
I'm Greg Miller. The voice is kind of funny.
It's true. The voice and the face. But right now, you just be the voice.
Just the voice.
I'm sorry. It's fucking great. You gotta. There it is. There it is. Touch him. You know how much Tim loves being touched.
I love
What's
being
funny is you always gravitate to touching Tim.
Yeah.
I love being touched. I want your hands all over my
I'm
body.
ice cold though. I don't want to.
I'm warm right now.
I know.
I'm warm. I had a lot of
know.
coffee in me. And we had some food from Guam food. Guam.
Guam.
How do you say that?
Is that keeping you warm still?
Shit was so good.
It was
Can you
really
get me
good
some
last
coffee,
night.
Greg?
Yeah, sure.
Thank
Wanna
you.
see
Isn't that Guam?
Oh my God!
No, Greg, no.
Just coffee. Let's get to
hey,
this
if
next
you're
story
doing it,
because it
Greg.
upsets me.
If you're doing it, Greg, I'd love a coffee with
You
some
want the
French
icing?
vanilla creamer. No,
French
this is
vanilla
fine.
creamer?
I just like to sip the ice. Thanks, bud. Oh, sorry.
you good?
Picked the wrong one.
Yep.
we already recapped our LA adventures to them.
Yeah.
We did, but I kind of want to hear the whole thing. Maybe we'll do a GOG topic on it one day. I don't know.
You know
Why
why
not?
not do that?
I was just humoring him.
Yeah.
Why can't you fucking be cool? You know, you used to be cool.
When
Tim.
you say things, then the people think it's gonna happen, and then people get sad when they don't happen. But you know
Well,
what is happening?
I'm a
Me and
flip-flopper.
motherfucking Khalifa is coming all over this place.
That's true. She's going to be here on Friday, and it's
For
going to be
GOG.
exciting.
We're doing
Yeah,
GOG.
we're talking about potentially about doing the morning show right now, but I don't know if their schedule is going to permit that. So it's right now. GOG is locked in 2 o'clock. It's going to be fantastic. By 2, I mean hopefully 2. We're usually hit 2, right?
Wait,
if we
2
say
o'clock
2. Yeah, on Friday.
is not scheduled for. Okay, never mind.
It's scheduled.
Okay.
It's on the schedule.
Shisho.
Schedule.
This next story comes from Slash Film. Get Out could be nominated as a comedy at the Golden Globes because the Golden Globes are weird. I'm going to finish this headline with how I would have written it, as fuck.
Yeah. Very fucking weird.
Now, if you remember, they have a little bit of a history for categorizing movies wrongly.
Erroneously.
Just straight up fucking wrong.
Yeah.
For instance, last year's Ridley Scott movie, The Martian, won for best or was nominated for best comedy. I can't remember if it won or not. Not a comedy.
Not a comedy.
Not a comedy.
Get Out made me laugh a couple times.
It's a terrifying
the
social
TSA
commentary movie.
TSA agent, kind of funny.
He's really funny. He's a comedian, I think. This is fucking weird. Why do the Golden Globes do this? I don't understand. I think it comes from I'll read the story. Get Out, the smash hit horror satire that may very well be the best film released in 2017, could be a Dark Horse Awards contender. After all, this is looking like a weak year for prestige pictures, and critically lauded bold as hell vision could sneak in through the cracks. It's possible. And if it does sneak in through the cracks, the Golden Globes will treat it as a comedy. Variety Awards editor Christopher Tapley tweeted that the Hollywood Foreign Press Association, who run the Golden Globes, met and determined that Jordan Peele's explosive horror film will be considered in the, quote, best comedy or musical category. I guess this is a quote from Christopher Tapley. He says, the HFPA, Hollywood Foreign Press, met today to determine categories. Get Out seemed most in danger of being overruled, but while there was disagreement, it's officially in comedy. If that makes you scratch your head, well, welcome to the Golden Globes, and more specifically, welcome to the Best Comedy or Musical category, which has been baffling people for years. It's strange enough that the award show equates comedies and musicals, which means that La La Land had to compete against Deadpool and Les Mis had to compete against Deadpool and Les Mis against the Best Exotic Marigold Hotel. But it gets even weirder when some movies slip into the category despite being neither a musical nor a comedy. And he goes on to talk about, obviously, Ridley Scott's The Martian, which won the Best Comedy or Musical trophy in 2016 despite being neither. To be fair, The Martian is kind of funny, but
I got some
it's not a
questions.
fucking comedy.
I got questions about this. How does this happen? Does the Golden Globes nominate these movies?
The Golden Globes are nominated by the Hollywood.
That make the movies.
No,
submit their movies.
Everyone submits their movies.
But do they submit their movies under these weird ass fucking things?
No.
Is
I
this
don't
Get
think
Out's
so.
fault?
No.
Okay.
No. This is the Hollywood Foreign Press Association votes on who gets nominated and who wins. I don't know what the Hollywood Foreign Press is. I think it's a conglomerate of people in the press, but I don't really know how it works.
I will
to be
Get
honest.
Out.
People
And I
in
got
the
to
chat,
nominate
if
myself.
you know what the Hollywood Foreign Press Association really is, let me know.
I would
For me, they've
nominate
always been this
myself everywhere.
ambiguous organization. What's that?
I think that it's brilliant. If you had the strategy to just be like, fuck it, we'll win in comedy. We'll get there and we're gonna win. Martian won last year.
It did win.
Yeah, why? Because they're sneaky fucks and they're like, we're not gonna win anything else.
I don't think
We're gonna win Best Comedy.
I don't think that they would have preferred to win Best Comedy. I think they probably would have liked to win in the category they chose to actually make the movie in, which was drama, right?
But they knew they weren't gonna. They're like, we're not that good.
Again, I don't think this came down to their decision so much as this is where the movie netted out. I think this
heard it
comes
both
with good
ways.
intentions of, look, they needed to give this movie, they wanted to get this movie in awards contention, and this was the only category that made sense to fit in, which I think is stupid. I think Get Out was a phenomenal film that absolutely should be considered for awards contention. It fucking blew me away and terrified me and was an incredibly, incredibly interesting and deep film. But I feel like on some level that calling it a comedy, it's a disservice to it. It's kind of stupid.
Fucking award shows are stupid.
They are stupid, but
nominations are like the groupings are so stupid. Genre's stupid. All this is stupid. You go to IMDb, like we had this discussion about horror movies recently on Game Over Greggy's show. It's like what qualifies, what doesn't. Who the fuck knows? It's a little bit of everything. Like best comedy, go fuck yourself. Best comedy or musical, that is such a dumbass fucking.
The thing is, I see you on that in award shows. You can take different stance on award shows, and Lord knows I do from time to time. But what I like about them is that they do have a tendency to call attention to really good films, and when they do so in a way like this, it really is a disservice to the film. Like calling this a comedy, I don't think it's not a comedy. So if it wins as a comedy, isn't that super confusing to people? Like The Martian winning as a comedy, I'm like, I've seen The Martian. It has comedic moments, but it is not a fucking comedy. It's not an action movie. It's a drama.
Yeah.
Oh, look at this. Thank you, Garcon.
Before my baby.
Thank you.
Boys,
Appreciate it.
I miss my babies. Got before my baby.
Give it right here. Right here. There it is.
I miss my babies.
Is Get Out nominated for like Picture of the Year or whatever for Golden Globes?
I don't know. We could look at the nominations. I haven't seen it. Mr. Yasman 300 brings up a good point. A lot of people are saying the Golden Globes are largely bullshit. They just want all the Hollywood stars to come there, which makes sense because they all go there and get hammered. Mr. Yasman 300 says they nominated Johnny Depp and Angelina Jolie for The Tourist just to have them at the Golden Globes. That's true, and that movie was abysmal. The movie was just bad.
Maybe it was just too highbrow for you.
No, it's not. And I'll be the first person to admit that many things are highbrow for me.
Yeah.
Many things. Most things. Largely 90% of the things that are out there are way too good for me. Tourist, not one of those things.
What are your thoughts on Shutter Island?
Great question.
I didn't like Shutter Island.
Really?
No,
I didn't like it either.
Didn't care for it. I thought some of the effects work was really weird and
That's the
off-putting.
DiCaprio one, right?
Yeah.
I think it's DiCaprio's
enjoyed
best
it.
performance.
What?
Have you seen
I
Titanic?
think if it were legal, I'd splash this hot coffee in your face.
He was like,
I like
Have you seen-
when he was holding the daughter in the water is crying. Man,
Near, far, wherever you are. Did you just feel it?
I felt it.
Don't ever fucking
I thought you
say
were talking about your ding
that
ding.
anything other than Titanic is Leonardo DiCaprio's best performance, unless you're talking Wolf of Wall Street, in which case, yes, that was his best
I like
performance.
Shutter Island. I
Also, Blood Diamond, fucking really good movie.
didn't love it. I thought it was
Bling
really
blang,
good.
bang bang.
Yeah, Shutter Island was like, it happened, you know? I was like, fine.
the final moments where like you find out, you know.
He's
I mean,
it's
you
a
can
huge
ruin
spoiler.
this one. You can spoil it.
Yeah, final moments we feel like it's all a weird thing to get him out of his psychoses. Yeah.
He's just
I thought that
like,
was cool.
He's gonna pretend that he's psycho just to like, so he doesn't have to live with the pain of his wife and
Yeah.
all that shit.
Melty
Oh,
Drail says Inception was a better Shutter Island, and I agree.
That's true.
I like Inception too.
What I liked about Shutter Island was it was the first time I remember really distinctly going, hey, this Mark Ruffalo guy's fucking cool. Like he did a good job in that. He played the partner.
That's
remember?
the first one I knew. That's the first time I've ever seen Mark Ruffalo.
Yeah, I remember. I mean, I think I saw him in a movie with Reese Witherspoon where he played a dead guy, and he was like haunting her apartment, and they fell in love. I remember that one.
That sounds like an Oscar winner.
Yeah, I watched it again. I'm playing this down. I watched it like 2 weeks ago. I'm like, oh, I don't remember that movie except at the end he goes to talks to the sister, and the sister convinces her that it's real, and then they fall in love.
You are a trash can.
Sorry, she was haunting him.
Oh, dang. Okay.
She was haunting him.
Makes it a better
that makes it
movie.
less creepy, right?
Yeah.
It's creepy if there's a ghost, like a male ghost that's just sitting there watching you get undressed, right?
Did you ever get kind of did you ever feel sexual feelings in Scary Movie 2 when the ghost and the girl had sex?
I didn't.
You didn't?
No.
No.
I
You're in the
did.
minority, dude. You're in the
Yeah,
minority.
dude, hey, feel your feelings.
I'm talking
Feel
to Tim.
your feelings.
Talking to
Feel your
Tim.
feelings. Now, I don't like that Greg's looking at me like that. Okay, cool. Because for a second I thought you were looking at my coffee, and I was like, oh god, what did he put in my coffee? Is there going to be an eyeball in my coffee?
Chlamydia!
So I look at that. Welcome to the wonderful world of chlamydia.
After Extra Life over the weekend, coming back to work for one day,
Yeah.
and doing first flight out, last flight in for an LA day trip where we did a million things. I'm not here, guys.
He's not here to fuck
Oh,
around.
man, relax today.
Lights are on.
Relax. You know
Yeah,
what? Here's
we
what I
got
need you to do.
2 shows.
You usually, and we love you for this, you're usually in the driver's seat. Okay, what I need you to do,
Choo choo, motherfucker.
pull the car over,
Call an Uber.
get in the back
I
seat.
feel like a few months ago, I
Have a
gave
Diet
you the
Coke.
keys to this car, and you've just been doing great with it.
Thanks, I
I'm very
appreciate
proud
that.
of you.
I appreciate that. I'm proud of us too. I'm proud of us
Did you
too.
watch the new Curb?
I did not watch the new Curb
I'm
yet.
talking about me in LA right now. You know, if you could go, I don't know where the Gundam convention is, but if you could go there,
Yeah,
that'd be good.
go to Gundam Con.
No, let's go to Gundam
Con.
World 2019. Now, Greg, I just said, hey, I need you to relax, take a break, and don't worry about doing work today. But I do need you to come on.
Oh, we're doing comics
it's
now?
yeah, it's comic
I'm not
time.
trying to
It's comics time. Fuck
news
yeah.
is done.
You want to do
News
tips
is-
first?
Oh, yeah,
Let's
we can do- you wanna
let's
do
do a
tips
little
first?
tippy tips, and
Okay.
then we'll do comic time.
Sounds good. Comic time. That's fun.
Comic time.
We also need to stop calling it required reading because it sounds like homework and it makes me immediately not want to do
Nick
it.
doesn't like
It is
homework.
I don't like homework. I don't like it.
That's the
Cool
point.
Gray doesn't like homework either. I saw him. He shook his
Does
Does
head.
anyone in this room like homework?
Well, when it's fun comic books, yeah.
That's true.
Here's the problem.
I just feel like we can come up with the
doing it,
pizzazz.
I'm
to
just
it.
coming in.
Just come in.
Now that I get to come on and do the indie roles every so often, where I stand off there, we need to figure out
A camera
how
for
to
that?
better incorporate that.
Yeah.
Whether it's we hang a little microphone there,
can
so
do that.
Andy's mic'd or whoever. Or
It's my favorite job at Kind of Funny.
yeah.
Standing
Just stand there.
Yeah.
What about being a Gundam inspector? Don't you like that? Being chief Gundam inspector.
Excuse me,
On
is
floor.
your Gundam up to permit code? I need to inspect your Gundam.
Expect.
Sorry.
Nailed it, Crunch.
Also a long week for me.
Good
want you
show.
to know-
Yeah,
Thank
solid
you.
one.
We landed last
Quality
night
comedy.
at 12:38 in the morning, I guess. And got off. We're getting off that plane, and but it was like we stirred away. I slept. I assume Jen did a little bit on the flight home. Kevin played Switch, and as soon as the lights came up in that plane, which was empty, it was just like us and maybe 20 other people, including Christian Phillips, guest here on Kind of Funny Games Daily next.
Hi, Chris Phillips.
As soon as the lights came up, it was Doinkers! And Kevin, oh god, and me and Jen just doing it the entire walk out of the airport.
Wait, who said Doinkers?
Us.
Oh, you just said
For
Doinkers?
some reason, we stirred awake and we were like that slap happy, we're exhausted thing. It was like,
Kevin!
he's like, I hate this. Please stop.
Stop.
Doinkers.
You're all adults.
I think I yelled it in the bathroom. we walked into the bathroom and I was like, Doinkers.
Doink, doink.
Doink.
Where's this doink doinkage?
Stop.
I hate this.
I saw a thing on it must have been Reddit yesterday, asking about Chewbacca's dick. And it's like, do you think he has like a human dick, or is it like one of those Red Rocket dog dicks?
Oh God.
Oh, yeah,
Lipstick.
definitely a red lipstick.
Lipstick.
It's
Because of course
definitely
Doinkers
lipstick.
refers to Portillo's penis.
Yeah, it's doink doink.
Yeah.
That is the
Doink, doink.
official scientific term for a small
Sure,
dog, lap dog's
sure.
penis.
Okay.
It's the doinker. Or the doinkage. You know? If it's really small,
Doinkaroonie.
I know now.
you call it the Peter Doinkage. There it
Peter
is.
Doinkage.
There it is.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
Do you think Chewbacca's dick is strong?
Stop, guys.
Strong.
Yeah.
We can
No.
be so much better than we're being.
I think
right
it's a
now.
lipstick, but
Like,
I
it
do
has a
think
lot
it's
of-
like this size.
Oh!
But it's like strong.
That's a push pop. It's not a lipstick.
That is a
Like
push
three
pop.
boxers could do like the like that sort of like punching bag
Yeah.
routine on it.
You've seen the movies.
I've seen it. I've seen movies.
Yeah. Should I read tips, or do you guys want to
Yeah,
talk
let's
about
read the
Let's
tips.
read some
Did
tips real
Kevin
quick.
tell you that Andy Serkis had words for you yesterday?
I heard that Andy Serkis thought I was great, and I think that's super cool.
It's not really.
Typical.
We'll see what happens on that.
He seems like a lovely guy.
He's a lovely
The
man.
crazy thing is, he actually brings you up.
Does he?
He's like, I've heard some shit talking from this old man you work with. was like, I'm sorry, Mr. Circus. I don't know where you heard that.
If we ever hung out with Andy Serkis,
Yeah.
Greg, I'm gonna roll this term by
Sure.
you. You know how when Andy and our Andy,
Yeah.
Cool Andy, does when we do the Geostorm podcast, we call ourselves the Doppelganger. Yesterday, did you guys come up?
1,000% aware of that, but okay. Yeah.
Doppelganger? Yeah.
Sure.
You didn't know about Doppelganger?
When
doppelganger.
you hang out with Andy
Teach us?
Serkis, do you guys call each other the Circus? Are you guys the Circus?
Oh, that's...
We didn't do. I mean, that doesn't make much sense. He's
That's
the
fucking
circus.
Missed
about
opportunity.
the
But
Circus
we could all be
Boys?
the Circus if you came up here.
You just gotta believe, Greg. Have you listened to Britney Spears' album Circus?
Yeah.
Not her worst work.
No.
Not her best
What do
work.
you think of Taylor Swift's new album?
I still haven't finished it.
Okay.
3/4 through. It's pretty okay.
We played
we
it.
were bopping around in the
You
car.
haven't
and-
finished it?
It's been a whole thing.
It's
man.
not a season of Stranger Things.
You know
it's
what?
It's an hour-long
I've had
album.
shit to do. I'm watching Modern Family.
Do you have a
from
CD
the
player in
beginning.
your car?
I do, yeah, and I've been fucking
Okay.
Wait,
slapping that
from the
shit.
beginning?
It's a good show, right?
Modern Family?
I don't know if it's
Way
a good
too good.
show.
Way too fucking good.
It's really
Why the fuck is a random ass like CBS sitcom or what ABC? I don't even know,
ABC.
whatever. It's no right to be that good.
CBS
The writing
is like old.
Because they got Ed O'Neill, man.
CBS
They do got
is
Ed
old
O'Neill.
people, right?
is it
Like ABC seems fresher.
so fresh?
CBS is old. Fox is like edgy because they have McFarlane, that Seth guy.
Seth MacFarlane.
They do have Seth MacFarlane.
But CBS
yeah, they have
just
Family
feels
Guy.
old, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Like
Blue
that's
Bloods.
That's
Tom
all the
Selleck,
old
Blue
shit's
Bloods.
on. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm with you
fucking
on
young,
that.
dude. I'm young.
You are young.
Yeah, I'm edgy.
They're trying to go young though. They got the CBS All Access with Star Trek Discovery on it, which I refuse to watch, and now I'm watching the Orville instead
with the Seth guy.
with Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
And it's actually a surprisingly good Star Trek show with a lot of dick humor, which you wouldn't think those two things go
You said
together,
that Mark
but they
Ruffalo
do.
was good.
Is it?
Mark
Is
Ruffalo
it?
is good, Kevin.
Is
And
it
then
good
Mark
like
Ruffalo movie.
Galaxy Quest?
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah.
It's actually kind of like Galaxy Quest,
Cool.
except Galaxy Quest is a little more farcical. This is legit. If they took out the humor, would just be like, would feel like it is a legitimate Star Trek show. Like it feels like Star Trek: The Next Generation, but with occasionally they make a dick joke.
That's required weeding, everybody. Good show.
It's tip time.
All right, I'll read some tips real quick. Right quick, our first tip comes from Charles J. It says, greetings. I noticed something about party mode, so I fired up the good old Photoshop and made a small edit to the title. And he gave us a little link there. Love, Charles. Let me look at this.
You
If
gotta
it's-
take the mush off there if you didn't see.
Oh, shit.
No, it worked.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Show the
So,
crowd
yeah.
there, Kev.
If you show the crowd there, it's party mode, aka Andy tries to find a game where he can beat Nick. That's accurate, I think, right?
I do, too.
That sounds right. That sounds
It
right.
wasn't
I just
in,
saw
huh?
him in there
Or was
giving
it?
a screener of next week's party mode on
Jesus, which one is it?
Patreon.com/games. It's gonna be that GTA one.
Oh, it's fine.
Oh, let's go.
That was a good one. Blurb78 has given us a tip and says, speaking of Andy, here's the Andy Cortez trailer I've been working on. It's on the subreddit. Everyone is
loves
interested.
Andy.
Oh,
Enjoy.
it's another character trailer.
Oh God,
Here we
yes.
go. Enjoy and
There we
keep up the
go.
good work, fellas. Let's watch this.
Here we
Audio
go.
on TV?
You kids ready?
Yeah, come on in here. Come on, don't be afraid of the
Come
camera.
on, don't be
little
afraid,
Maximum
yeah.
Cortez, it's fine. Don't be
He's
afraid.
just a regular best friend, just a regular fan, just like you guys, hanging out in the chat every day. Greg, you know you're not supposed to let fans in here.
We have a
Guys,
come on, cool, Greg. We know.
Don't be creepy, okay? Just because you know where the studio is doesn't mean you can come in off the street. This is a place of business.
This is a new
You probably
chair,
shouldn't be throwing out.
and I really like it.
Yeah, you shouldn't be throwing out
you like
racial
your chair?
epithets.
I love this chair, dude. Look at how I bounce on it.
Andy, that's how they get broke. Which is kind of annoys balls, but I get it. They want you to spread the love around. So if you're not going to give it to us, please give it to someone.
Put a chair on a thing. Like that's too much
My wife.
climbing. An old ass man that doesn't understand how the internet works.
Oh, wait, can you do me a favor?
Yeah. Fuck him! Fuck him! Fuck him! God damn it, Andy!
What the fuck just happened? Was that when you dropped all the Oreos?
So
People just need to realize that. If you got a friend named Andy, tell him our Andy says hi. One good time with all the news you need to know, and we'll be talking a little bit about the stick. So that'll be super fun. You can go to patreon.com/kindoffunny or for patreon.com/kindoffunnygame.
And welcome to the gym. Come on inside. Welcome to the gym.
Is a walk in the dark on Xbox
All right.
One.
It's almost over. We've committed this long.
Lord of the Rings is-
It's good. These character trailers are great. What's the kid's name?
I want somebody.
Coming right now. Before that, Andy's gonna read you some subscriptions with a mic that actually works. Joey!
Shut up! We're doing a show!
Andy, don't tell the rest of the guys, but you're my favorite.
You really
You
are.
are my favorite,
It makes
Andy.
sense. You are Nick's favorite.
Mr. Yasman300 is giving us another tip and says, Tim, will Games Daily today talk about Jason Schreier article about the Twitter user claiming to be an EA employee?
I can answer that one for you.
Yes.
Because Tim.
Not on Games Daily.
No, Christian Phillips was on my flight. Now he's on this thing because that's how the video game industry works.
Be careful. Be careful when you fly with Greg.
We
You might get
don't
roped into
use
work.
it in the news section. However, it's brought up in a new section I'm debuting on Kind of Funny Games Daily today
Called Jason Schreier.
All
Required
sorts.
reading.
Oh, that's good.
Because
That's
there's
good.
two articles today that are great, but not like news.
This Twitter thing is very interesting.
Yeah, but it's like not.
But you
know
should
what I
read
mean?
it.
Yeah,
I get it.
yeah,
I feel
exactly.
you. You're a smart man. You're a very smart man, Greg. Is that it for tips?
That's it for tips, ladies and gentlemen, and I believe that's it for me. I will be exiting
All
gracefully.
types of tips.
Oh, I'm in the show too.
Yeah, you want? I mean,
Sure.
You can come grab me after whatever.
No, I can land the plane.
There you go.
Land the plane.
Kevin, the mic's gonna go down my chest now.
Too late.
Give me 2
They
seconds.
heard it.
No, they didn't actually.
Yikers!
No.
There you go.
Did Kevin tell you we saw Gerard Butler yesterday?
He did. He said you saw Gerard Butler, Olivia Wilde.
Yeah.
Di
Almost like Jason
Antwoord,
Momoa, apparently.
which is crazy.
Yeah, who I don't even know who that is.
They're
still.
amazing.
They got really excited when I said that. They both were like, "What?"
See, like it was just how out of touch we are. The woman walked in, she was wearing a Gucci hat. And I went, oh, it's that Gucci Gang song. And Jen's like, oh my God. And I'm like, is that the Gucci Gang people? And she's like, no, that's Di Wentworth.
Supposedly it's D Antwoord.
D Antwoord, I'm sorry, yeah. I would say
What-
die, but it's
It looks like Di Wentworth is what I hear, and then you guys see, and it sounds like, say it the way it's supposed to be.
It's D
Antwoord.
Antwoord.
And when you say it fast, it sounds like the N-word. And I was like,
Oh no.
I don't know. That's not a good name for a band.
The N-word, especially when you see her, you're like,
You're not allowed to say
Hey,
it.
Greg, do you think that kid in the robe was someone famous? 'Cause
No, I think he was just some weird
Really?
YouTuber kid like that.
he
not
seemed.
Anyways, Nick, before you go,
Yeah.
today
Okay, hang on.
the required reading was Green Valley.
Yeah.
This book
Yeah.
is so up your alley.
Okay, let me
I know
borrow it.
we're gonna yeah, sure. We're gonna do these spoilers here, of course, for required reading. Of course, we tell you every week what comic book graphic novel to read. You're supposed to read it. Then we all talk about it here. We can take the spoiler gloves off. This one's great. You need to read it.
Cool.
Totally up your alley.
Cool. I'll borrow it.
I'll give it to you after this.
Cool.
did you read it, Kev?
I did not get a chance.
Oh,
unfortunately.
boo, boo.
You and I read it. That's all
we
that matters.
did read
The
it.
chat read it. This is weird. Neither of us having a computer. I don't like that one bit.
Yeah, no, dude, this is the future of the Kind of Funny Morning Show. Anything goes. Nothing's keeping us on track.
No, there's nothing to keep us on
No
track.
track. There's not even a track.
There is no track. Where we're going, we don't need roads.
Damn it! Now I didn't know if you're gonna say roads or track.
Well, no, I think that you know.
I get it.
Green Valley was your required reading for this week, ladies and gentlemen, on the weekly comic episode of Kind of Funny Games Daily, written by, of course, friend of the show, Max Landis.
How many thumbs up does this one get, Greg?
All of them.
4.
Yeah.
4 thumbs up. Give them.
Did you love it too? Because we haven't talked about it.
Oh, baby, this was good.
My thing about Green Valley is that I remember when I bought them all singles. I bought it digitally because I love Max, of course. I subscribed right away. And Max Landis, of course, friend of the show, was on Game Over Greggy episode 200. Is that what that was? 300?
that is
Which
true.
one? Did we just do?
200.
200. He's been on before. Wrote Superman, American Alien. Of course, wrote a bunch of movies and stuff like that. Chronicle.
NBD.
No, NBD indeed. Read issue 1 of Green Valley upon release, and I was like, ugh, I'm not a big Knights guy, not a big medieval dude. I don't know
neither
how
am
this
I,
is gonna
but
feel.
one was good.
Well, it was good, but it was like, okay, and then I totally never caught it. They came, you know how you and I read comics very similarly. Unless it's like Invincible, where it's like, shit, this is ending soon, I need to get it, and so I know what's happening. It's like, like Batman, the war of jokes and riddles, I've let stack up, and then I
Yeah,
just
you're like,
binge
I'm gonna
it.
binge it.
Exactly. I was like, I'll do that here. So then I didn't bring my iPad yesterday to LA. So when we were killing time, walked into Meltdown Comics, where we saw Leonard Maltin.
That
No
was
big
fucking
deal.
random too.
Did you talk about that?
I forgot.
Okay.
I forgot about Meltdown.
At Extra Life, if you remember, I mentioned Leonard Maltin.
No.
He might not have been in the room. Plus, it was 24 hours of gibberish at Extra Life. Kevin was like, "Who the fuck's that?" I'm like, "He's this film critic. You probably don't." He was big when I was a young up and
I
coming
think you
kid.
did that weird thing where you laughed for like 5 minutes first.
Sure. Yesterday we get out to go into Meltdown Comics to ask if we can film in there because Kevin wanted to do a vlog. Kevin's very smart. We walked in there. Leonard Maltin's just standing there. I was like, "Oh, Kevin, that's Leonard Maltin." That's anyways. I digress. Doesn't matter.
What does he have to do with anything?
I forget how we
It
got.
was
Oh,
just
so
a fun
I
anecdotal thing.
bought them all digitally. Green Valley.
Oh, okay.
Then didn't bring my iPad to LA yesterday.
Got
so
it.
with our free time, went to Meltdown as I always do when I'm in LA, and I bought it there hardcover.
Yes.
Which is a lovely hardcover.
It is.
I'm
It's
very
green.
fan of it. Exactly. It looks like a tale of knights and yours and stuff and wenches.
It's a reference to something in the book.
Is it?
Did you read the book
I
yet?
read the book. What, the green book?
Yeah, it looks exactly like the book that is in the book.
Oh, yeah, it does.
It does.
I mean, it's not, that one's bigger and has a different cover art. Anyways, I digress. Picked this up and read it, and yeah, what a fucking great book. What I love about this book, and I think it speaks to how Max envisions when he writes and stuff, I could easily see this being a movie.
Oh, absolutely.
This and like, but it reads, plays, the plot points, the hang, you know, like the
It's very
cliffhangers.
cinematic.
Yeah.
What I like about it is that the cliffhangers and stuff. Since I binge read it, I didn't really notice as much because you could just keep going.
Of course.
But what was interesting is how I read it. It was still I read issue to issue digitally, and so I did see where it ended.
Yeah.
And then where the next one would start, and it was always at really weird places, and it,
really?
it threw me up in a cool way where it kept me going, and I was just like, I gotta read more. And it's like normally we get like 6 issues to make a volume. This is 9 issues to tell the whole story, which I appreciate because it's like, you know what, we need a little bit more to finish this story out. But they didn't do the whole thing of like, fuck it, we're going to 12 because they didn't need 12. They needed 9. I don't think there was a wasted panel in this whole thing.
No.
Really good, really cool story, really tight story, great characters.
Tight story is the thing I love the most about it, I feel. Again, this is required reading. You should have read it so we can spoil stuff here. I really appreciated that we didn't spend a lot of time in the future / present, whatever you want to call it. It was literally like, we are with the Knights, we are with Bert, that is our main character, so we're seeing it from his perspective for the most part.
Yeah.
So when he gets yanked into the future, it's not an issue explaining and setting up what's really happening in the future.
It's not some Assassin's Creed bullshit.
It's literally like, hey, let us explain to you what's happening and what we need you to do, and you need to save time. And then he goes back, and that's how it rolls.
The biggest compliment I can give it is once it got to the end, I didn't want it to be over. And once I realized I was hitting like the last couple pages, I was like, oh man, like I want more to happen. I want more to happen.
Yeah.
And more happens.
Yeah.
And it really reminds me of a good movie. Like you hit the nail on the head with this could be a movie, because I feel like there is that like great moment at the end where something happens and then more things happen and more things happen. And you're like, yeah. Where it's like, I don't need a sequel. You know, I don't want a sequel.
No, I don't need a sequel at all. This is perfect.
Great thing with it, answered all the questions I would have, and it has a happy ending.
Yeah.
And it's just great.
You don't want to spoil it? I'm scared. It was required reading, bitches.
I know.
We fucking
like,
told you
no
to do
reason
it.
to do that.
My thing about the ending is that I read it and saw it because I'm looking at art. A lot of it's like the twist of the ending is set up by art a few panels before. And when I saw the art of the lightning bolt, the blue lightning bolt, and the guard, I was like, oh. But just like a good movie, it gave me such a great payoff to what I thought the story was that I kind of forgot about it. So when Indy walks over the hill, it was like, oh fuck, oh
we're good.
God,
Here we
that's
go.
Brilliant.
Let's
you know what I mean?
go.
What a
Yeah.
great fucking way to do this.
And I also thought that as indulgent as this whole thing is, because really this story is just, it reminds me of little kids at a playground playing in the sandbox, like just make-believe bullshit.
Sure.
And like, and then a dinosaur comes, and then there's time travel,
Yeah,
and
yeah,
then there's
yeah.
lasers, and then there's guns, and it's like, but it works. Like nothing about it
Yeah.
feels out of place, and I like that the wizard ends up just being this fucking asshole that time travels.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah,
like,
yeah.
cool. That
sounds
totally-
like, what is he? He's like, that sounds like a waste of time travel. He's like, yes,
Yeah.
he's an idiot.
Yeah, it's great. And
Yeah.
I also thought that the future or present or whatever the hell.
2035.
Yeah, 2035 was. You're right. They stayed there just the right amount of time, and those characters, they made sense for the world.
Yeah.
And they didn't feel too, we're the doctors trying to save everything. They were just normal people that are like, fuck, man, this guy's an idiot. We got to fix this shit, or else our whole future's fucked.
Yeah, 100%. Kevin, I don't know how you want to do it. I wanted to show this panel, this set of panels here.
Hold on.
You tell me. I don't care. I'm just gonna hold it.
Hold on.
I said okay. Don't yell at me, Kevin.
I'm showing it.
Jeez,
Do you want me to
man.
get closer?
We had such a good day yesterday, being best friends.
It's over now.
Oh my god. Anyways, this scene here of the Knights celebrating, or like, giving a pep talk and then becoming it like this. Oh, sorry. This entire section here. Like I mean, I loved the book, but like this is where I was like, shit, I love these characters. Well, you know what I mean? I don't just love the world. I don't just love the story. Each one of these guys I'm like so into, and to see them operate as this bro force, right, of best friends, this group of best friends that's gonna go out and do these missions.
And I also like that each one of them had an arc that was completed. There wasn't any like thread that was left open of just like, oh man, everything they set up in the first couple issues, there's a payoff for it. And I'm like, great.
This scene with Ralphus at the end with Bert, you don't have to zoom in on it, you don't have to, but Ralphus and Bert here where Ralphus really puts it together. And it's also one of those things, how many times do we leave a Marvel movie, no offense to Marvel, or any superhero movie, any movie. We leave a movie and we're like, oh man, that was great, we loved it. But why would he do it this way? And why would, and like that would have happened here, right? Of like, well, if Bert wanted to do that, why, and like Ralph has that moment, right? Of being like, but you told us so we could stop you.
You wanted us to stop because you knew that you wouldn't be able to
you knew this
control.
wasn't right.
Cool.
And I'm like,
I love it.
God damn it, is it good?
Very good.
Yeah, and even in issue 1, right, where it is just knights, because this is honestly a sci-fi story, but you don't know it for a few issues.
Yeah.
Issue 1, which I enjoyed. I remember when I was reading it, on its own, but not in the collection, just on its own. It was the thing of like, oh, what I appreciate about this is that we're not using old-timey language. We're not trying to sound like we're medieval. It's
very Max-landish.
It's people who are knights, who are friends,
They say
who are just
ye every
normal
once
people.
in a while.
Yeah, exactly, to remind you of it or whatever.
What's up with the pig though? That was something I didn't understand. Why is he alive?
He's not.
Like when
This is a roast pig they're gonna eat. She opens the wine, but then she just knocks it over.
Is that just the art being weird?
I think it's just that. I think it's to show. She's trying to get the wine. She hits it, and the pig just moves.
That really confused me because it looked like the pig was like ah.
No, I hear you. I can see where that would happen. No, they're just trying to show motion.
Cool.
Man, pig's good though. We should eat a pig soon. Kevin, you want to do pig roast?
Yes. I'm also very down to go to Hawaiian drive-in today.
I brought my leftovers. I'm great.
I mean,
well, you can go while I do Kind of Funny Games Daily.
Potentially.
I can't.
Yeah, you can. Cool. I can finish the show. It's no big deal. All right, fine.
Look
Just be a
what
big
you
baby.
made me
But love the story, love the characters, love the writing. I probably could have told you that ahead of time. It's Max. I love everything Max does. Art was great too, I thought. I really enjoyed the art style, a lot of detail to it. Everybody looks unique. I thought they portrayed emotions really well because there's a lot of emotions in it.
Some of the art I thought was a little iffy. Like there's a lot of weird things where
I think
they're in battle scenes and there's a lot of eyes getting gouged out and stuff. And there's certain scenes where it looks like some characters lost their eye, but that's just weird. Like they're blacked out.
Oh, the shadow. Yeah, I think the shadow's usually used to show like.
But it's weird because like there's one time it was only one eye, and it's like I don't know. There's like 3 points that I'm like, did he lose his eye or not?
I love this panel right there.
Yeah, fuck dinosaurs.
Fuck dinosaurs, man. Or dragons, as they were. Big fan of this book. Everyone should read it. Told you that ahead of time. Obviously, it's Max Landis, but just fucking awesome.
Blue Square says Max Landis cannot dialogue for his life. You, sir, are insane.
I disagree with you, respectfully.
I disagree with you disrespectfully.
Whoa!
Take it to the bank, people.
Whoa! Dr. Disrespect Tim himself over here.
Me.
I like Max's dialogue. I like that it sounds natural in the way you and I talk to each other.
I love it.
More mumbling for me, I guess.
Fan.
Yeah. Anybody in the chat have anything to say other than that?
Not really. People are just talking about required reading for next week. Someone wants us to read Dr. Seuss.
Not a great comic book, I don't think Dr. Seuss was.
I like it though.
Yeah, no, it's not a bad pick.
Required reading, got that.
Oh, well, now here. Another friend of the show, Babs Tarbook, getting shouted out here. Tom NYC19 says Motor Crush Volume 1 should be next week's required reading. Just finished up Volume 1 on a whim, and it's phenomenal. It's super cool, and the art is fucking amazing. The team behind Batgirl does it, and it's a neon-colored, fast-paced fever dream set in a world run by motorbike racing.
Sold me. I'm in.
Let's do it.
Motocross
Volume 1.
Motocross, pretty good Disney Channel original movie.
True, but we're going to read Motor Crush Volume 1, drawn by Babs Tarr, of course, friend of the show, written by Cameron Stewart, I believe, and there's one other person on the Batgirl Burnside team that I can never remember. But it's the Batgirl Burnside team doing that one. So yeah, Motor Crush Volume 1, next week's required reading. How you doing in comics in general? Have you had time to read anything?
When I was reading this on my iPad, I looked, I'm like, I am so behind.
Yeah, me too.
It's exciting though. I like being behind.
Me too, yeah.
I'm like, there's a lot. Like once I have like a day, I'm just laying in bed. I'm like, I don't want to get up.
Yeah, I don't want to play anything. Right. The problem is it's video game time.
There's too many
goddamn games out to play. Yeah. But what I have been enjoying is I've been every day I look down that comic shop below us or whatever when I walk by. I've been enjoying all the new Peter Parker Spectacular Spider-Man covers. Looking forward to getting back that. I've been letting that build up as well. Big fan of that one, so I'm excited to get back to that. Okay.
It's exciting times.
It is. I don't have a computer, and I haven't done this show in forever. I forget what happens next.
We just say bye.
No, we do best. Did giveaways happen? Did any of that shit? Nick!
We need you for your computer.
Yeah, none of us have computers. You ran the show.
We need giveaways. We need PS I Love You.
Why don't you use the iPad?
That sounds like way too much.
Is the Google Doc on it?
I would imagine.
You would imagine, huh?
What would you
like? If it was my iPad, I would go to Docs. We don't have the Doc app.
There's
So now
no
you just want me
doc
to
app?
log in on
Are
Chrome?
you sure? Is there not an app that says Google and has docs in it?
Let's see. Okay, I got a Drive app here. Hold on.
Okay. Now,
There.
what is the email associated?
Kind of funny morning show shared doc. I got
I
it.
got it.
No, it's fine. Nick doesn't want to do his job anymore.
Fucking got it, bruh.
We got Big Nick.
I got it.
Sweet.
Here's your mic. Kev,
Yo.
I'm taking this down and rubbing it on my chest. Just
Yeah, whatever.
Rub it on the
Let
left nipple
kids-
first.
Rub
Then
that
the right.
nip. Rub that
Left
nip.
nipple, right nipple.
Nips.
If we could be here.
I'm gonna put this on your desk. I'm also gonna change for Kind of Funny Games Daily with Christian.
Oof. Welcome back, Nick.
Andy got a new synthesizer.
Yes, he
and,
did.
I think you wanted to
Andy
keep
said-
it like a
I started doing that,
surprise.
and then I thought,
Yeah.
what if I learned how to do "Kids in America," which was that first song you hear when you play Metal Gear?
Kids in America, fantastic song. Every version I've ever heard of it slaps.
It's, I mean, dare I say, it's part of the slapping.
Part of
Let's
the
just put it
slapping.
that way.
What's happening?
Shut up.
Oh, Kevin, you're not in the know.
Ooh, this
You
is
are not know.
Word.
You don't know, son. P.S. I love this best friend XOXO. That's fun. Let's do that.
Let's do
Is
that.
your opportunity to nominate someone you feel is doing a great job as a human being in our community. You go to kindoffunny.com/bestfriend and fill out the little form there, just like Callum Moran did for Mr. Moody, Dave, Jack, John, Mark, Matt, Tom, Steve, Tyson, MC Fixer, Haley, Faye, Cameron, Arjun, Ross with a rare team, and everyone else who came to our meetup, including Tom Hawkins, Greg, Andy, and Joey via FaceTime, for an amazing weekend of community events at EGX. It's not normal you get a group of people together every year while it feels like you speak to them every day from quote experience. That scene in the new Kingsman losing at bowling to play our from experiencing that scene in the new Kingsman losing at bowling to playing our gigantic Jackbox party at the Brewdog. Love you all. As a side note, we're at RTX London and Rezzed, so come along if you are around. Cool. Sounds like it was a fun meetup that no one invited me to. Not being a shithead here, but
Jesus.
you guys know that if you want me to come to things, here's how it goes. Okay.
3 rules.
3 rules. 1, talk to Joey. 2, Joey comes and talks to me.
3.
I don't
fuck
go.
with me.
And don't fuck with me. Okay. The rule number 3 is always don't fuck with me.
Always.
I just want everyone to know that.
I heard my name.
Your rule number 1, Joey.
How come I wasn't invited to something called EGX? Did I not get they had a cool meetup, there was FaceTime, no one invited me. Now, I wouldn't have gone. Unequivocally.
I mean, we just FaceTimed while half of us were here for lunch, so maybe you left.
Okay. Well, we'll see how
Fair play.
reviews are coming up.
Can I formally invite you to next year's EGX?
You
FaceTime
can,
meetup?
and I will formally decline.
Step 1.
Step 1,
Done.
thank you. Done. Step 2, done. Step 3,
Don't fuck
let's
with
not
them.
fuck with each other. Don't fuck with me. I won't fuck with you. Giveaway time. Tim,
Yes.
tell the good people out there how they can win this giveaway.
There's 4 ways to win. 1, be in the chat. 2, be a Twitch subscriber, which means if you have Amazon Prime, you can do Twitch Prime for free. It's a fun time. Not technically free. You still need to pay for Amazon Prime. But once you have Amazon Prime, it kind of feels free.
You do. Everything's
So,
free.
free
Everything's
asterisk. 4, patreon.com/kindoffunny. 5, patreon.com/kindoffunnygames.
It's a
$2 or above level. Giveaways. Raining down.
I'm going to add a 5th way that you could win
How?
as
Just
well.
said that.
What?
Yeah.
Didn't he just
Go
say
back to
5?
3.
I'm going to add
I
a
skipped 3.
3. Patreon.com/kindoffunny. 4, patreon.com/kindoffunnygames. Support at the $2 above level. 5, if you dance. Right now. Everybody dance.
You can dance if you
Dance.
want to.
Now, this doesn't actually help, but it helps me feel good about myself. Do you ever dance when no one's looking?
I don't. Actually, I did in my car yesterday.
you?
T Swift, man, that album is.
Man, look what
fun.
Andy made me do.
Yeah,
look what Andy made me do. Today's giveaway is the Paranormal Activity VR on PS4. There's no the there, it's just Paranormal Activity VR, but I put the in front of shit because I like to be fancy. It is from the Twitch chat, the Sebaceous Tay.
Sebaceous Tay?
Congratulations, you have won Paranormal
What does
Activity.
sebaceous mean?
Sebaceous?
Nobody knows.
I don't know.
Can you Google it?
Sebaceous? Sure.
Yeah.
Kevin, can you Google that? I'm not good at things. While you do that, Kevin, congratulations to Sebaceous Tay. You're the badass. Let's go into the chat with the old 3 and 3. Queue up for questions, comments, compliments, and we will be reading all the latter 2 for the next 3 people, and then we'll go into the chosen few, the subscribers, and talk to you guys.
Sebaceous.
And then Tim and I have to decide on where we're going to get lunch because we're going to slap some shit in the car.
Are you down for some Hawaiian?
Sure. Sounds good.
Hawaiian.
What's sebaceous mean? What does it mean?
Relating to fat or oil.
Huh.
You learn something every day.
You do learn something new every day. Oily or fatty, I believe, says Greedy Ears. Where were you 5 seconds ago, Greedy Ears?
Come on, Greedy Ears.
Jesus Christ, we had Kevin go through all these hoops, just jump through all the hoops to Google stuff. He hates doing shit. You know what he'd rather be doing right now? Anything but Googling shit. He'd probably rather be playing Mario Odyssey. Unless you beat it already. Did you beat it?
Yeah, but you don't stop playing Mario Odyssey.
Stokes636 says, Nick, you may be the most beautiful human alive. So that's a compliment that you asked for.
Thank you.
Honey Boo Boo says, will Mia Khalifa bongo Kevin? We'll bring it up.
We'll see what happens. We don't know Mia yet. We're hoping, but we're hoping.
She's cool.
Yeah, we'll see. You know, we'll see if she's cool. What she's cool with.
I forgot. There's 3 bongos.
All options are on.
The table. This table. This table. Is there a list of all the required readings? Says G Webby. I don't know the answer, so I'm just gonna say no. Probably not. I'm sure somewhere someone would tell you all the required readings. Here's the ones that I've had to do. Preacher, which no one did. Go fuck yourselves.
That also took like 3 weeks.
Kawhi Alparade says, is The Nightmare Before Christmas a Halloween movie or a Christmas movie?
Yep.
This is a dumb question. It's a Halloween movie. Absolutely. There's Christmas elements in it.
It boils down to when TBS and TNT decide to play it. Do they play it at Halloween or do they play it on Christmas?
Halloween.
Then it's a Halloween movie. The bigger question is, what's the best Christmas movie? And the answer is Die Hard. It's Die Hard.
It's Elf.
Bizarre Monk says, does Kinda Funny pay all your taxes or do you use offshore tax havens?
That's a stupid question.
As far as anyone knows, Kinda Funny pays all of our taxes. As far as I know, I'm embezzling all the money.
That makes sense to me.
So if we can't pay bills next month, I'll be in Aruba.
King Franchise 88 says, Tim, did you cop them J's on Saturday? I did not. I overslept like a fucking idiot. I wanted
them. You didn't get the J's?
Oh, there's these new 11s that look so nice. So sad.
Sorry, man.
If anyone has a hookup, let me know. I got you.
Tim's got you. What that means is he'll also buy you a pair.
I don't got you that hard.
He got you soft.
These are expensive shoes.
He has a soft got you. How much does the Jordan 11 cost?
190s retail.
A lot of money.
That's about expected, though, for like an exclusive thing. I can understand that. Michael496 says Lethal Weapon. Ooh, close second for Christmas movies. I forgot that was a Christmas movie. So it took a very close second. The argument could be made that it shares the first spot with Die Hard. Tim, have you tried an even deeper V? Asks Nickel Dime.
No, I don't know if you're trying to insinuate that this is a deep V. By all accounts, this is a lowercase v.
That is also, a V. It's not deep. It's not a deep V.
It's not a deep V at all.
No, yeah, but
it's
like
just a V.
On top of that, like, it's the wire pulling down on it that makes it look...
Nick's wearing just a normal-ass circle shirt.
Crew cut, as some people call it, yes.
And
it's being pulled down, yeah, because we have this little hanging... We bought these 1970s Sony mics, which at some point, Kev, we got to just get better mics in here.
Do we?
Why not?
I mean, I brought that up, but you're just like,
Here's what happens. Every single time you bring it up, I give you a myriad of responses. The first is, no, I don't want to spend any money. The second is, I don't want to do what it takes to research the new mics. The third is, yeah, we should probably do it. So let's just skip to the third one at some point and get better mics. I feel like we can get better mics that would cut down the echo, too.
See, the problem is there's that second step where we have to do better research.
Yeah, I don't like to do that.
Me neither. That's not true. I've done research.
We'll agree to...
I've had problems with, like... When you just search... good lavalier mics.
Yeah.
A lot of
you gotta
shit
talk to him. We gotta
there.
call it like Polly or someone like that. But like, yeah, let me pick your brain for a second on that.
Oh, you seen him on Saturday?
Maybe. Probably not anymore. We'll talk about that later.
Okay.
Yeah.
Let's.
Baracus Heinsberg said, "Hey Nick and Sam, have you seen the Deadpool 2 teaser trailer? Somebody wasn't watching the show at the beginning. You gotta watch the show from 11 o'clock all the way till 12:04." Because we cover it's all the nerdy news you need to know, sir. Not some of the nerdy news you need to know. Not just the shit we want to talk about on a daily basis. Spoilers, it is that.
It is.
But we did cover that teaser trailer, and it's funny as fuck. I'll put us into sub-only mode now. Hey, I got it.
Yeah, you did.
Amy Gill says, so Nick runs by the rules of 3. It's true. I'm the keeper of 17 things, but there's only 3 rules to all 17 of those things.
Ignacio Rojas says, Tim, Digimon versus Pokemon, what's the better anime? Better anime? That's not even a question. It's Digimon.
It's Digimon.
Oh, man.
Facts on facts on facts.
Better game, though.
There's no question. Pokemon.
Lakers had 2432. Says, I sent Cool Greg a Nintendo request. I remember Cool Greg got a Switch yesterday. Did you see that?
He did, yes.
Or 2 days ago. But since he doesn't respect me, do you think he added me? No.
I think he did.
No, he probably did.
He probably
just doesn't
did.
respect you still.
Yeah. You got to earn Cool Greg's
You
respect.
gotta earn that respect.
Prep7213 says, kind of funny list of best Christmas movies, question mark? Yeah. Die Hard, Lethal Weapon. We already followed it. Someone else brought up Harry Potter. Yeah, there's a scene in Harry Potter. Cool.
Man, Harry Potter's great.
But let me ask you this question. At some point, does Harry Potter fucking triangle Gary Busey? No. So Lethal Weapon still wins.
God, Lethal Weapon's good. And so
Sick
is 2
triangle
and
choke.
3.
Lexi Gunner
And
says,
4.
Tim, what was the last pair of Jordans you bought? These pair of 3s. I forgot what they're called. Black Fridays or some shit.
Honey Boo Boo asks, is Nick going to play Skyrim on Switch? Greg, what do you think the over-under is on me playing Skyrim ever?
I don't know what over under like what that breaks down. I mean, you're not going to.
Scale of 1 to 10. Am I ever going to play Skyrim ever?
No.
Okay. So probably not on Switch.
But what about PlayStation VR Skyrim?
I mean, probably not,
Okay.
considering I don't have a PlayStation VR.
We got 2 in the office now, man.
That's
One
true.
of them is
I'm
mine.
also scared, to be honest, my aversion to VR has nothing to do with the technology itself. It's that I'm terrified that Kevin will fuck with me.
Oh.
Rule
I
number
would
3.
never fuck with you.
Rule number 3.
No,
And that's thus breaking rule number 3.
All right, I'm gonna look for one more, but can you check to see if we have any more tips?
Yeah,
because I
yeah.
think that we did.
Let's see here. Let me relaunch this mofo. If I
Mr.
were-
Yasman 300 says, Nick and Tim, thoughts on people being upset that Blake Shelton won the Sexiest Man Alive title? I don't know who Blake Shelton is, but I'm a big fan of Shelton Benjamin.
Here's why I'm pissed at
wrestler.
Blake Shelton. Granted, you can't really win the title twice in a row, and also it's not really a voted thing. They just kind of like put it together. But he dethroned The Rock.
Do we fuck with Blake Shelton?
Greg fucks with Blake Shelton. He's a country star, right?
Yep.
And he's the guy. Oh, he's the guy that's married to Gwen.
Yeah, hold
or
on.
dating Gwen
This dude,
Stefani. Yeah.
this dude's the sexiest man alive?
He's not. He's not sexy. That's not
No,
sexy.
dude.
He looks a little like Paul
It's not
Newman.
that he's
Actually,
not
he's pretty
sexy.
sexy. He's a pretty sexy dude. But he's not The Rock.
No, man.
There are no more tips. So, ladies and gentlemen, we're gonna
This guy! Go back to that. This guy! Sexiest man alive! Get out of here.
Kevin.
Get out of here!
Kevin, can you pull up a picture of, can you also Google Tim Gettys? In the next tab over, and let's look at Tim Gettys versus Blake Shelton. And you
I'm
tell
not
me
trying
which
to
one of
throw
these is
stuff.
better
There's
looking.
no glass house
No,
here.
Tim,
Nick.
I'll do it for you because you're too humble. You're too humble. You've been called the Brad Pitt of the internet before.
true.
By a lot of people.
Your brother.
And I think it's time. I think it's time that we just called this what it is. Tim is the sexiest man alive. Look at this picture with his big ass beard. You gotta get your beard that big.
I had a big beard.
Go back up.
I was
Up,
watching
up.
some episodes of Love and Sex stuff called How to Kiss.
Look at this.
Me and you.
Oh, to the right. 1, 2, 3 to the right. 3 to the right. 3 to the
Oh,
right.
oh, my Mountain Man one.
Boom. Jesus,
Yeah.
get back there,
That's
bro. That's
scary,
sexy
dude.
as fuck.
That's scary.
Man, I want to kiss those lips.
Me
Ladies
too.
and gentlemen, this has been your Kind of Funny morning show for Wednesday, November 15th. I love you very much. I will be back tomorrow, along with someone, probably Andy, I think. Stick around. I'll be reading subscribers. And right after that, Greg will be back with someone he hijacked from a plane.